Hi, my name is Tom,
My name's Jamie.
and this is our numeracy presentation. The initial photo is showing a 16GB iPhone 6 phone plan from the phone company Optus. The plan is a $75 value per month, including 3.5 gigabytes of internet data. The photo also shows to the viewer that the minimum cost for the user of the phone is $1,800 over a 24-month plan. The photo also explains specifications related to the phone, for example screen quality and resolution, etc. The associated context of the photo is financial mathematics. The mathematics involved in the plan are money, time, measurement. The money and time aspects related to the costing over time of the plan, for example, monthly repayments of $75. The measurement relates to the gigabytes related to the plan, which is shown through the amount of storage on the iPhone and the amount of data usage or internet you get for a month. The image is considered numerously related, as a person who is going to take out a phone plan needs to have the knowledge and capabilities required to accommodate the mathematical demands of the plan. Otherwise, they are likely not to understand what the phone plan even is. Another reason the phone plan relates to numeracy is basically through the relationship it has with financial literacy. Financial literacy basically encompasses that someone understands financial awareness and can make appropriate decisions according to their financial status. From this, it is considered really important for a person to have these skills, as a phone company would generally consider that a customer would understand the basic context of a phone plan. For example, that you know what dollars are and what gigabytes are in relation to both the phone storage and the mobile data given through. The simple things related to the phone plan that they'd expect you to know as well, such as the payments are monthly, or that the minimum cost of the plan is $1,800 over 24 months. As said, it can only be assumed by the phone company that the customer knows these things already before attempting to purchase the phone plan.
For our investigation, we're going to look at Fred. Fred is looking at getting a new phone and is looking at switching from Optus from his current plan with another phone provider. He currently is using an iPhone and would like to continue, but is also open to ideas about what will work best for him. He doesn't want to spend too much, but also needs to have enough data so as he isn't charged any extra. Fred currently uses about 3.5 gigabytes of data a month, but has found that he is using that more quickly over time and thus using more data. Fred goes into a store and talks to the rep, and the rep recommends two plans. The $65 plan, which is 3.5 gigabytes and is in the price range that Fred is looking at. The rep also mentions the $85 plan, which has 7 gigabytes of data, which is a little bit more than Fred was wanting to pay. Fred wants to get the iPhone 6 64 gigabyte model, and on the $65 plan, the phone is $12 a month extra, whereas on the $85 plan, the phone is $0. On face value, the $65 plan is cheaper than the $85 plan, at $77 compared with $85. But if we factor in Fred's usage, then that's where things start to get interesting. If we look at the plans closely, you can see that for only an extra $8, Fred actually gets double his data. Whereas if you were to go with the $77 option and Fred was to go over his 3.5 gigabytes of data, he would actually be spending $87, but only getting 4.5 gigabytes of data, 2.5 gig less than the $85 option, and he would be paying $87. Fred decided that the best option to choose was the $85 option, as it would cover him best. He worked out that if you look at the cost of the data alone, it was broken down to, on the $65 option, each gig would cost him $18.57, whereas on the $85 option, each gigabyte would cost him $12.14, a saving of $6.43. Whilst Fred chose a plan that was a little more than he wanted to spend originally, it was justified in that he was able to spend a little more than he wanted to save himself money in the long run. Also, the difference of dollars per gigabyte made a large difference in deciding what plan suited best. The mathematics used in the investigation above is ratios, multiplication, measurements, money, and also time. Ratios because of the dollars and gigabytes aspect of how Fred chose his plan. Multiplication is used in the multiplying of dollars per month and over 24 months, which is where the time comes in as well. Measurements were used in the amount of gigabytes that are being used and compared, for example, where there is 1,024 kilobytes in a megabyte and 1,024 megabytes in a gigabyte. Last but not least is the money used, which is what all this investigation is about, and the amount that Fred is spending in regards to his mobile phone and plan. Now, with Fred spending a little more than he wanted to, there is a slight ethical issue in that spending the $85 a month may put him in trouble with other bills that he may have come in, as well as being able to buy groceries and for food and stuff like that. Also, being a 24-month contract, Fred's work position may change because a lot can change in 2 years. Thus, Fred not being able to pay for anything and really being in a tight spot. These are some of the things that need to be considered when buying 2-year contracts.
Daniel and myself thought that the phone plan was an appropriate image that could be used as a teaching tool and adapted into the classroom for a teaching implication. Referring to the Australian curriculum, it states in the Year 7 content descriptor under Money and Financial Mathematics that it is necessary to teach Year 7 students to investigate and calculate best buys without technologies. Therefore, by referring to this, a lesson plan that could be made incorporating our chosen issue is for the students to research and find a phone that they want to purchase and to find 2 phone plans relating to the chosen phone from 2 different companies and to compare them. Comparisons that could be considered are how many calls you get, text counts, so for example if it's got unlimited text, international value, so whether you get calls to overseas and whether you get unlimited calls to overseas, internet data, so internet usage as well, contract information, so whether or not it's lock-in contract or not, or whether or not how long the contract actually goes for, the phone company's reliability, coverage, and whether or not the phone company is credible or not. It was also considered that the investigation would be aimed at the perfect target audience of students in Year 7, because normally they are either getting a mobile phone or soon to be getting a mobile phone for the transition into high school. So it's considered important to begin to understand the concepts about phone plans at this age, and also gives the students a grasp upon having to organise their own finances. Basically, in conclusion from this investigation, we found that the phone plan involves mathematics through time, measurement, and most importantly, money. The money aspect of the plan strongly creates a numeracy related issue that is faced by people whom are looking to purchase a phone plan. This was shown through our mock example of Fred, choosing between 2 phone plans and how he had to understand the financial concepts relating to how long the plans went for, the costs involved, the benefits he gained from the plans, and also the fact that the plans needed to suit his lifestyle. From doing this, it provided us with a scenario that could be used as a teaching tool in the classroom for Year 7 students, of getting them to investigate and find which phone plan would suit them best and which phone plan is the best value for price, and also getting them to start to grasp financial literacy. Overall, the investigation showed that the phone plan image is numeracy related and that the phone plans are daily used in today's society, so that it is appropriate that these sort of things are taught in classrooms of today so that students can be more financial aware and focused.
Thanks for listening to our presentation, and we hope that it was informative.